it's getting on my side of town. It's getting pretty frightening with the number of stores that are changing their hours because they can't find people to work. And it's, like I call a restaurant down the street from us. I called 4 or 5 times. I'm like, okay, are they closed? Turns out they were open. I had to, finally get a hold of them, and there was like no one there. I'm like, well, why aren't you answering your phone? Is it because the 1 or 2 people that you do have working, they can't get to it because they're dealing with the 5 or 6 tables? I don't know what the answer is, but they need to figure out ways to generate some sales. If this generates sales, it makes sense to do and make it permanent, because it's probably going to generate even more once we go back to maybe what it used to be before March of last year. I don't know. I think it makes sense. I think we're transforming as an economy a little bit, thinking of new ways to generate some sales. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's keep it. I mean, I would like to see it kept, but there's a couple places that I have seen, like Valentine's out in Royal Oak, which is just, well, no, Valentine's is Ferndale, so
Ferndale,
that's
yep.
just north of Detroit. That was doing cocktails to go, but they have, um, I think they have stopped. So I was kind of surprised because, so they've got some good stuff, but it'd be good to see it keep going. Ken, you had something?
I mean, I'm not gonna feel too sorry for a lot of these places that can't find people to work for them. Um, Either raise your
Yeah.
rates, or I have worked now, as a lot of people know, I used to work for Toast Point of Sale. I have worked in Seattle, where a lot of people like to bring up Seattle and the minimum wage over there. I have worked in hundreds of bars, restaurants, everything from coffee shops to strip clubs to country clubs. um, I have touched nearly every single part of the restaurant industry, and those who have paid the most have kept the employees the longest. Now, whatever we have created a society and a cultural, um, like the culture of restaurants, including wages, and this is no fault of anyone really. Like, this is just how became, and it took a pandemic for everyone to realize that it's not the right way to go. And I think that you're going to be able to get people to apply. Like, Nick, you were talking about this restaurant is looking for people to work. We're hiring at my current job, and we got about 400 to 500 applicants for each position.
God.
It's not because we're not even that big of a company. We're a small company of 40, but we're getting 10x applicants because, one, people know we pay well. Two, I'm going to be honest, we're part of the Quicken community, so therefore we have Quicken benefits.
Yeah,
Okay, you got
I
chicken
know.
money.
We got those Quicken benefits, which are really nice. But again,
uh, I can attest to that. Yes.
but again, like, you can attest to it. When I was married, like, my ex worked at Quicken, and for a minute we thought about me being her partner on her insurance because it was almost as expensive as us having our own separate insurance. That's how cheap it was.
Yep.
Is to do that plus one and still be just a bit more expensive than both of us having our own insurance.
Yep.
So, like, again, though, we're getting applicants and people are getting applicants. Barcade over in Detroit's hiring a GM for 6 figures.
Yeah.
And
Really?
not everyone can afford 6 figures, and not every position is worth 6 figures. But if you're looking for, there's a reason why a lot of places. I saw B Nectar today losing one of their employees after almost 5 years, going somewhere else. You get that kind of commitment because they don't have tipped wages over there. They pay everyone. So that's, again, that's, you're gonna get into, like, the whole me and tipped and all that stuff, the restaurant industry, and I don't want to go
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
too
Tap
too
that down.
far.
Tap
But
that down.
but
And,
but
and
it,
I would
but
love to go for that
again,
barcade one because
I
yeah,
I
I
really
would
did.
too, because I mean, my current position is not a guarantee.
Hey, I
right
hope
now,
someone
so
listening to this right now goes over. I believe it's on Indeed, which you can find it. I'm pretty sure we showed it on our Facebook, which is facebook.com better on draft.
Mhm.
You can go over there and apply, and you know what's gonna happen? You know who's gonna get 1,000 applicants? That job.
That job,
yep.
that job for sure. And there was a comment from Tito in the chat, which of course everyone can chat with us on in Facebook at Better on Draft or log in on there. But he said that Cedar Point will be closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays due to the
Yeah.
lack for the need of employees.
Yep.
So
I saw that. I saw that article. I was
that
pretty. I
that's
was shocked.
That one
that's
surprised
freaking
me a little bit because usually they have employees where they pay room and board for people to live out there for the season.
right.
As many people that go into that park, that's something that they should. So
That's
that way they can get that regular,
right.
staff rotation and all that. That's a
Mhm.
seasonal job at best at Cedar Point.
Right.
But
Well,
that's a day that is probably desired to go because not that many people go. Now you're cutting staff.
Yep.
So
I used to do when I used to go to Kings Island with my dad. We would drive down there on Tuesday, and we would have 2-day passes. But if you paid like $5, you got in after 6 the day before the 2-day passes.
mhm.
So we would drive down there. Tuesday we'd go at 6 p.m. and that's when we would do the rides that we'd want to do where it would never be a long line so that we could focus on the long line rides on Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well done.
Very, very, very good.